Hello everyone, my name is Bob and I often review laptops. I have been sent machines for review and bought many more. Now, I am going to review the manufacturers that make our favorite machines. These are my thoughts through my eyes and ears. Today I talk about Gigabyte. Sort of an industry leader when it came to that thin and light gaming laptop. As of 2016 and 17 era with the 6th and 7th gen Intel CPUs, we were getting thin and light laptops from Gigabyte, some of their AERO series with 94 watt-hour batteries. This is during a time when most manufacturers seem to have wanted nothing to do with that type of solution. However, that was not without some flaws. You see, there were some parts inconsistencies with these particular laptops. Gigabyte is not the only ones guilty of this. Many manufacturers still do this today, but just as an example, the memory, they offered 3 different kinds of RAM, and on top of that, oftentimes it was single channel. So not only was there some performance discrepancies with the memory being used, with G.Skill being one of the more popular solutions with a lot of benchmarkers out there claiming to give better performance with that memory, but also the fact that it was single channel was leaving performance on the table, and I have more on that shortly. Furthermore, there were some keyboard and firmware issues, and the glass touchpad was not a Windows precision unit. Not using a Microsoft touchpad meant it was lacking in just the tracking and overall laptop experience. All right, now fast forward to 2019, and here I am at CES in Vegas, right? This is around January, February 2019, and we are introduced to Gigabyte's new solutions. And in one fell swoop, that's right, one swoop, they fixed just about everything. We get all Intel inside, network interface card, just this amazing parts consistency. They're going to use Samsung memory and LG displays. The LG D05C0 at the time was the 300 nit, near 100% standard RGB, 144 hertz panel, which had like 0 backlight bleed, right? This is a great display that almost 2 years ago today still is a nice panel today, but just this standard that they were setting moving forward was spectacular. We were also getting, a better keyboard and firmware updated experience, or so I was told, and I can confirm up until this very day that the keyboard on my 2019 AERO 15 has been spectacular, flawless, right? And then the Windows Precision glass touchpad, just icing on the cake, another upgrade to the system, and they did all of this in 1 year. Furthermore, they did an exclusive deal with the Microsoft Azure AI, the cloud-based machine learning. Those out there that wish to use that, it was there at their fingertips. It was not a mandatory installation. You could uninstall it and it was gone. But it was just really cool that Gigabyte went above and then beyond in just 1 generation for these laptops. And I think that was really cool. But there was one thing missing. That was memory. They were still shipping these laptops with single channel memory. So I get a hold of Steven from Owner Disown, and we're talking on the phone. We're like, dude, we have to do something about this. Can we, let's just create some charts and some videos, and we'll send it to Gigabyte. We'll explain to them the best way that he knows how and the best way that I know how, that putting 2 sticks of memory in your laptops is going to offer so many pros and essentially 1 con at the most. Let's do this. He's like, okay. So he puts together his charts, sends them to Gigabyte. I put together a private video showing some side-by-side comparisons between single and dual channel and why this would not be ideal for Gigabyte from an RMA standpoint, how bad it looks compared to their previous generation, and I just, I talk in front of the camera, much like I'm doing here. Wouldn't you know it, my small channel with 12,000 subscribers at the time, and his small channel at 25,000 subscribers at the time. Pardon me, Steven, I feel like I'm close on that, and I know you'll comment in this video to correct that, so thank you. We supplied Gigabyte with enough information for their higher ups to take a look at this, and you know what? They addressed it. They said, yeah, effective immediately, we're gonna start shipping our laptops with dual channel memory. Seriously? They said, yeah, thank you. Okay, this is spectacular. What about the current models that are out there? They really weren't too sure what to do at the time as far as giving me a direct answer, but you know what they did? Within a couple of weeks, they were offering a 16 gigabyte Samsung DIMM free for anyone purchasing a laptop, and that pretty much supported the rest of the inventory that was in stock at places like Amazon and Newegg, to supply the customer with a free upgrade so they can get that dual channel support. They ate the cost of that. 16 gigabyte DIMM, early 2019, memory was not cheap. I mean, what was that, a $100 DIMM at the time? Yeah, it's free on the house. We'll take care of it. That's awesome. And I guess my point in all of this is that while Gigabyte may not reply to comments, I can assure you they are going to read today's comment section. They are all over social media, but they do it incognito, right? They may not comment, but they do embrace your constructive criticism and they take it to heart and they do want to offer the best solution. And I think just the timeline that I revealed of things that they have done over the last few years should be enough evidence to support that, right? But Gigabyte, if you're listening, and I know that you are, if you could give us maybe a $1,000 US, $1,200 US Gigabyte laptop that gives us like a 1660 Ti or a 2060, right? That is going to be very competitive with, in my eyes, the most popular gaming laptop price point, right? Do that, and if you really want to score some points with the vocal minority and fan community out there, whatever you want to call them, if you can get a Ryzen 4600 or a 4800 combined with a 1660 Ti or a 2060, just for starters, right, in one of your laptops for around $1,000 US to $1,200 US in one of your solutions, you're gonna do okay. You're gonna sell a bunch of them and you're gonna make a lot of people happy, because right now it's just what a lot of people want. And maybe you have something like that planned with the future with RTX 3000. I have no idea, only you know the answer to that, but it would be really awesome and a challenge that I present to you. So perhaps that's something you can provide to the consumer. Otherwise, no complaints. You guys have done a good job in my eyes, and that's gonna do it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, everyone. Thank you, Gigabyte, for being who you are. Continue to make great laptops, and I'm Bob of All Trades, and I hope to see you in the next video.